You know it's an ultimate platter of seafood when there are multiple things staring back at you. That is just a school of seafood, cooked and grilled and fried on a platter. Hey everyone, it's Mark Wiens. We just arrived to Chania in Crete, and this is an amazing place. We just got here. We landed a couple hours ago. We checked into our place. We're off to just do some walking around and find lunch right now. This old town is absolutely amazing, and it's right on the ocean. The port, or the Venetian port, is right over there. It's really, really beautiful place. He's wearing his sunglasses for the first time. Micah, you gotta keep these on. Yes. We're just walking down first to take a look at the sea, and then after that I have a restaurant that I wrote down that we're gonna go check out for lunch. Oh man, it's so picturesque, it's so beautiful. And actually the weather is quite nice. In the sun it's hot, but if you're in the shade or when there's a breeze because of the sea breeze, it's nice and cool, or like perfect temperature. It's pretty windy on the beach, on the coast, but it's gorgeous. You can see down the coast, and coming up, you can see the lighthouse up here, the Chania lighthouse, and we're gonna be able to see the port over here as well. Oh, it's just, I still can't believe I'm in Crete right now. This is fantastic. The port of the Venetian port over there, and then within the valley there is Chania, the city. And then as you go up the hills, oh, there went Micah's hat into the sea. Unfortunately, Micah just donated his hat to Crete, and I don't think it's worth it to go down there. It's kind of, to try to get it, it's pretty rough and rocky. We'll get you another hat, okay, Micah? It's okay, man. Today there actually happens to be a farmer's market, or a produce market, which is right along the beach or along the coast. And I don't know what we'll find here, but already seeing lots of fresh vegetables and fruit.
You can mix at the same price.
Like five is good, yeah. All the produce here is fantastic, and I think a lot of the people come here from their villages, and they come to sell at the market here, which I guess takes place in the morning. And we just bought some local bananas, some local Cretan bananas, as well as some local grapes, and there are some other wonderful delicacies here. I'm glad we got here just before they're closing. Oh, some honey too. Wow.
Hello, you
Hello.
can try?
Do you have thyme honey?
Yes, of course, I have.
Ying, you want to try some thyme? The bees eat thyme,
Yes.
and then they make the honey, and it's supposed to be some of the best honey. Wow. That is incredible. Oh, it's really sweet and really, really fragrant.
And the half kilo, 5 euros, and 30 grams, 3 euros.
We're buying some honey to take home, take back to Thailand. Crete is famous for honey and cheese and olive oil as well. But I was just talking with the owner of the honey shop, and she said that this market takes place here every Thursday, so it just happens to be Thursday when we arrived. While we're at it, I gotta taste one of these Cretan bananas before we leave the market. Oh, that is good. The texture is really, really smooth and unique. And it's very sweet and kind of a mild in taste. That is good. A Mediterranean banana. Oh yeah. It's almost like floral tasting. Or is that coming from the honey that was in my mouth right before I ate this banana. It's fantastic banana. I love it. And there's a lot of souvenir shops, a lot of little shops. There are restaurants and cafes. I think this is the type of place you could just wander around kind of in circles. But I think it's down here, the restaurant that I wrote down that I want to check out for lunch. We made it to the restaurant. This is a really amazing little spot in a very narrow lane. There's some tables set up. It's really green. There are vines going up the wall. And the menu here is a mix of Greek and Cretan dishes, local Cretan dishes. So on their menu they have a mixed meat platter for two and also a mixed seafood platter for two. My eyes were immediately on the mixed seafood platter for two, but what's really nice is that the owner, she said some people had already reserved for the seafood platter, so she went to check to see if they had enough fish for us. So that means it's going to be really fresh. They only have a certain amount per day. I'm glad we got in on it. Before the seafood platter comes, we got a Cretan salad, and this is a huge salad. There are cucumbers in here, there are onions and tomatoes and olives, and then on top is a type of Cretan cheese, which is that's just a giant blob on there. And then there's some, I think it's oregano on the top of that, and then I think it's mostly just olive oil. A nice chunk of that cheese for this bite. Oh, that is refreshing. And that cheese what I like about the cheese is it's not really too salty. That blob of cheese on the top just provides just enough of that amazing flavor to flavor all those vegetables. However, I will add on some pepper. Okay, let's try one of those pieces of the crispy bread. Oh, and it's topped in it's like a tomato kind of puree. Yeah, it's just like completely crispified bread. You can taste that olive oil again, and just a tomato puree, a pure tomato puree. I'm gonna just take a straight bite of the cheese to get a real taste of it. Yeah, it's really not salty at all. It kind of has a cream cheese taste to it, but it's more foamy with like a little bit of a dense whipped cream. Salad was fantastic. That's the perfect way to start the seafood feast.
All of them are fresh.
Wow.
Nothing's frozen.
That's beautiful.
We have sardine, dorade, this is melamine. Mussels, boiled.
Okay.
Gavros, small fish fries, shrimps.
That's awesome. Thank you. To me, one of the absolute greatest things about Greek food culture and eating in Greece and eating in Crete is the family aspect of eating. The family is so important, and so you all eat together as a family. You can just order just massive feasts, and I love how they serve everything on one giant plate of food. This is the seafood feast for two, and it is just an absolute beauty. We waited about 30 minutes for it to arrive, so everything is cooked fresh. Since these little shrimp are right here on the side, I'll go ahead and grab one. Oh, they are complete. You can see they're completely crispy, and you can eat the whole shell and the head and everything. Oh yeah. Oh yes, you can. And it's just like crunchy like a cracker, but on the inside body, you have a little bit of flesh. They're pretty small. Those are just like, oh, perfectly fried. They're crispy. I think when you're able to eat the shell and the head, you can really taste the flavor of the shrimp, like vibrantly. Lemon. Okay, this guy right here looks perfect. I think it has a very light coating, maybe just dusted in flour before it's deep fried. Oh yeah. That one you can just eat the bones and all. It's really fleshy. And it might have some eggs in it too, because you can taste the richness and those little, almost like a cheese consistency. Oh, like that cheese I just ate. And again, I do love. Oh, okay, I just dropped a fork. I won't be needing any silverware for this meal. It's all hands. That's really, really good though. They're really, really fleshy. And I'm not sure if the bones are soft enough to eat on the sardine. Oh, that's grilled really nicely. You can taste the smoky flavor of it, and then contrasted by that wonderful fresh squeeze of lemon. You might want to take out the center bone if it's a little tough, but this one appears to be fine to me. Oh, this is a happy platter. On to the bigger fish now, and this is an absolute beauty. It's you can see how much meat is on there. You can see those grill marks. It's perfectly grilled. I think I'll take off oh, it just slides off the center bone. Oh, that's how you can tell that it's cooked perfectly, because the meat just oh, look at that juicy flesh underneath there. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. I think I will. Let me take out that bone. I think I will go on with just a little bit of lemon, just because lemon just enhances all of the seafood so perfectly. Oh, it's juicy. That's superb. What stands out to me is that the fish itself is cooked perfectly. You can taste how fresh it is. There's very, very little seasoning on it, if anything. You can just taste the grill flavor. I don't even know if they've even salted it very much. There's maybe a little bit of salt. I think you can add your own salt, but it really focuses just on the freshness of that fish. Some greens and some dill, it looks like, and maybe those might be fish juices and fish oils that have leaked all over the vegetables, and maybe some olive oil. Let me taste this while it's in my spoon. You can really taste that dill in there. What type of fish is that? It has a similar texture like a mackerel. It's a very firm meat fish. It kind of has that dryish tuna type of texture to it. And you know what I'm tasting in that vegetable right now is the fresh rocket, the arugula. It has that wonderful, almost like natural leaf pepper kind of flavor to it. Ying and I just decided to go all into this seafood platter. We've been sitting here just devouring it. Here's our mound of bones and shells, but finally we can see the foundation. We're getting down to the fries. We got a replenishment of lemons too. Ying and I are kind of citrus. We like to overdo it on the lemons and citrus. These little fish are so crispy and so fry-like that if you just close your eyes and just grab something, you might not know if you're eating a fry or a fish. Okay, let's try it. I think that's a fry. No, I'm just joking. But they do have like almost the same crispiness. There's just one lone guy left, and he needs to be submerged in lemon juice. Okay, perfect. My final fish bite. I feel great. Oh, thank you.
And some raki, I don't know if you drink.
I'll try it. Okay. Raki. Another thing that you will love about eating in Greece is they often give you just a simple dessert of fruit, whatever's in season. They gave us a plate of watermelon, and then also some complimentary raki, which is I think it's some type of a spirit. Let's try some of this. Oh, I think it's like a liqueur. It's a little bit sweet. It's a little bit Yeah, it goes up your nose a little bit. That's a flavor to finish off the meal and to just cleanse your mouth. It's almost like a mouthwash washing out your mouth. Amazing watermelon in Crete. It just gushes with juice. Oh. And if you're not careful, it will slide right off your fork too. I'm completely satisfied. Our total bill came to 37.90 euros for both Ying and I. The giant seafood platter cost 30, and then we also had the salad. And then Ying had one drink, and then I just drank a jug of water. Both the food was delicious, as well as the atmosphere in the narrow alleys. Some of the alleys are really busy and really always busy and loud. This alley is really nice and quiet and peaceful. It is a superb dining environment. I loved that. We have just emerged out from the narrow lanes of the old town and now walking along the main promenade, and it is just gorgeous. The water within this harbor here is very calm because there's the lighthouse out there, and there's also a whole barricade, a whole dam that's built up to block the waves. But it's relaxing, it's really picturesque, and it's really a charming town. We had a little break back at the apartment, and we're now walking out. We're gonna go I think there's a beach a little past the market that we were at earlier in the afternoon. We're gonna go try to take a look at the beach, maybe swim if it looks good. We just finished taking a little swim. The water is really quite cool and very refreshing, and the water is really salty as well, extra salty, and the sand is very fine. And Micah got his first little swim in the Mediterranean in Crete. I hung out for a while to watch the sunset. It was absolutely spectacular, and watching the lighthouse and then the waves, the crashing water, really beautiful place. It's been a fantastic first half a day in Chania in Crete. I'm gonna call it a day right here and end the video. So thank you very much for watching today's video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below, and if you're not already subscribed, click subscribe now for lots more food and travel videos. Goodbye from the narrow lanes of Crete, from the old town, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.